And of course, it was Europa League football guaranteed for next season, but still, obviously, with eyes on the top four. How do you assess your chances of qualifying for Champions League with this Tottenham game to come?
Well, I think we can now give absolutely everything into it and play with that freedom. Like I said, our targets really at the beginning of the season was, could we bring Leicester City into Europe? In my time here, and I always felt that was going to be the challenge, the big challenge. But for the players to do it with 2 games to go is absolutely superb. However, we have an opportunity to achieve even more, and we're going to give absolutely everything to do that. And if we keep the standard that we had last night in the game in terms of our intensity and mentality in the game, then we know we'll have as good a chance as anyone.
How do you think Tottenham's approach has changed since you last faced them when Mauricio Pochettino was in charge?
Listen, Tottenham have got a world-class manager and they get outstanding players. So it's always going to be a difficult opponent for us. So yeah, they get, as I said, talents at the top end of the field that can hurt you, and so we will have to be ready for a tough game.
And Jose Mourinho, obviously a manager that you know incredibly well. Just wondering, out of that time together at Chelsea, is there one thing in particular that stands out that you learned from him during that period that you've then taken into your own managerial style?
I think you have to be yourself, but there's absolutely no doubt at that time, Jose was a huge influence for me. An absolute world-class manager, and who was, absolutely brilliant for me as a young coach. I think firstly, just his straight away the professionalism, how he devoted his life to football. His focus and detail was incredible. He was a guy had always time for me, and always communicated well with me. Of course, ideas, we maybe slightly different in terms of the game, but in terms of preparation and detail, and he was absolutely brilliant. And like I said, he was so good in the media in that period when I was there. He was a breath of fresh air, and now I learned so much from him in terms of just in sort of observing him and how he worked, or how an elite manager operates.
And Harry Kane notching his 200th club goal last time out, like your own Mr. Vardy, their figures are just remarkable, aren't they?
Yeah, obviously Harry's gone on and brought himself into the Tottenham team, and of course, like you say, he's a world-class striker. Don't know him at all, but he seems a very humble guy who gets on with his work, and obviously has done great for Tottenham and England. He's a top-level striker, scores all types of goals, and is a real reference for his club. And like you say, Jamie, it's just phenomenal. For my time here, it's been amazing. And you've seen him in the game last night. You've seen his energy, you see his quality, and then you can see the bits where he's adding to his game. Not as a goal scorer, when he gets in there, he can now making passes. Got great weight of pass. And that shows you the development in his game. So yeah, now both outstanding strikers, different strikers, but both up there with the best strikers in the world.
And just